right? Bree goes, runs away. I get a phone call. I'm thinking that's the doctor. It's the shipping company for my chairs. I got 2 stressless chairs for the 1 to 4. And they call me. They're like, yeah, we're supposed to be there tomorrow. There's a little bit of a logistical hiccup. If we could go ahead and schedule you for another day. No. No, you cannot. You cannot schedule me for another. I'm sorry, why not, sir? Because you were scheduled for tomorrow. That's the reason why I bought that 1 chair from you. Now, keep in mind, I'm naked, wet, cold, pissed off, missing my doctor's appointment, so I'm a little irritated. I'm not going to be the most pleasant to speak to. So I said, well, you guys planned to come here tomorrow. The reason why I bought 1 of those stressless swing chairs is because you had 1 in stock, and the lady told me that you would deliver it within a week. It's now been 11 days, and guess what I don't have? That chair that you're telling me you're not going to deliver tomorrow. I'm going on vacation on July 19th. So if you can't deliver it by that day, I'm not going to be back for at least a month. When are you going to be back so we can deliver it then? August 19th. Are you available then? Absolutely not. No, I am not. No, I would rather order the chair. It's not this one. This is a magic chair. Not really good for your back. Super comfortable. It's $3,900 this chair. It's a stressless swing chair, which is $2,800. And then I got to email the company about the fucking chair situation. I'm heading over to Google. I'm done playing a fuck around game. So my impact on Amazon is equivalent to my impact on YouTube is equivalent to my impact on Yelp. So legitimately, I want my money back. So I do the little review and I write the whole shit up and like the whole thing, the whole story, everything I'm telling you guys right now. I write it up and I get a phone call. Now I'm waiting still on the phone from my doctor. So I really don't want to pick up the phone. So I hit cancel or decline, whatever. Decline, send a voicemail or whatever the fuck. I just press the power button. Then I get an email right after that phone call. Here's the receipt of your order refunded. Oh, what's wrong? You didn't like my review? I'm sure that they were going to call me and ask me if they could do anything to stop my review from being there. Because if you look at the reviews, they have 1 2-star. The rest are all 4 and 5 stars. There's no 1 stars. I'm not changing mine. You should be able to leave a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, and a 1 star. Now, when you look at my profile, you'll see that I actually have more 5 stars than I do 1s. I'm trying to change that because I really wanted to do this on my YouTube channel, like actually do reviews for companies because no one holds them accountable. Like, yeah, you got a Google review, but if you search for whatever, Tommy's Heron stress chair, computer chair, you're going to pull up shopping links, right? You're never, ever going to see a YouTube video of that product and someone talking negatively about it. Why? Well, I just answered that question for you. Because they'll say, hey, we'll give you that chair. But going back to it, you'll never see those. And that's because people that do negative reviews, they don't know how to tag their videos correctly or do SEO, search engine optimization, on their video. They think all I have is just this. No, you have the whole description. That's them. So when I would have a business, people would be like, yo, I want this. And I would always tell them, I'll get it for you, man. And it's the worst thing to do as a business owner. You know, it's the worst thing to do. If they say, hey, we want you to carry the juice, I would get the juice, man. I would get the juice. And I knew that they would get it for a limited time and then they'd find some more online to get it cheaper. But I did it because I wanted to be there for the customer. And I would tell them, hey, listen, I'll have it in 3 weeks, knowing that I'm going to get it in 5. And I would say to them, if I get it any day sooner than that, I'm going to give you a call. And then I would have my staff that was working, whether it was Bree, M, Sapphire, Luis, Tony, Miguel, Michael, Anthony, any of those people, when this comes in, right here, when I ordered, I want you to call this number and tell this person, we got it. Okay. Are you with me? Let me get, yes, boss. Yes, sir. You would do that, and guess what? Boom. So I expect that same shit if I'm going to order a $5,000 set of chairs. I'm gonna expect that. You're going to call me. You're going to say, oh, let me tell you what would happen here. Watch this. Ready? Steve, you drive a pickup truck, right? Yeah. All right. Come here. Come get this chair. Come get this fucking chair. Put it in the back of your shit. Put some, hey, George, shipping, listen, put some bubble wrap around that. Help Steve load it up in the back of his truck. Steve, you're going to drive out to Palm Coast, Florida. You're going to deliver this fucking chair today. I'm sorry, what? Yeah, don't worry. We'll give you the gas and shit, but you're here for 8 hours, right? It's going to take you 3 hours there, 3 hours back. That's 6 hours. Maybe an hour to drop it off, another hour to jerk off and come inside of Wendy's. Either way, that's what you're going to do today. That's how I look at a company, man. If you're buying a chair from Walmart that's $10 and you want me to deliver that chair to your house, you're out of your fucking tree. Now, if that chair is $5,000, I'm going to take care of that. I mean, it's like that high-end-esque type of situation. You expect that type of customer service, right? Like, you expect that. But I'd rather wait 2 months now for the chair to get it from a company that I've worked with before. That is going to give me a date. It's going to nail that date on the head. Because people are more likely to leave a bad review having a bad experience than leaving a good review if they have a good experience. That's a shame. That's a shame. But it's the same thing with reviews of vape products. People would rather watch a negative review of me destroying something than actually watch a positive review. Why? Because everything is port and polished. Everything. I encourage people to go on Google, leave a review. I don't care. Even when they were at when I was at Vape Life, leave a review, bro. Leave a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 star. Just let us know what we did, what we could do to fix it. Don't complain about something about a law. They didn't serve me because I didn't have ID. That's the law, dickhead. That doesn't constitute a 1 star. You shouldn't even be in the store. That's like leaving a review at a bar because you're 18 years old and they wouldn't serve you liquor. And then Yelp wouldn't remove that review. They're a minor. One should cancel out the other. But I tell people, hey, look, go do a review. Because when you start getting a bunch of them and you're a local guide, oh, buddy. Huh. You don't want that on there. It's like when I got sued, right? Could I have kept pushing? Could I have kept pushing? Keep going. Could I have? Yep. I could have paid more. I could have paid less. But sometimes you just gotta know when to hold them and know when to fold them. Even if they said to me, "Hey, we'll sell you the chair for $500," that's taking $2,000 off. $500. Can you fix that review? No. Now, if you said, "Hey, we're willing to make this right. Watch this. We're willing to make this right. We're gonna make this chair $500." And then that's the end of the story. I'd probably switch that on my own accord. It's like, if you have a waitress that asks you for a tip, you really gonna tip her? I'm the person, you don't need to remind me, man. I know how this works. I'm not an idiot. Look, once you plant that into my mind, like, hey, do this and we'll do this. No, I'm sorry. Thanks. Those 1 stars actually help out my ratings as a local guide. So, no, I'm going to keep that. Have fun with that. The owner probably already reached out because it's claimed. So, the owner probably reached out to the supervisor to handle that. What's going to happen is that's going to rest on their head the rest of the day, probably the rest of the week, the rest of the month. And then, you know what would really hurt is when I put that Google review up, when I put that YouTube video up. If you would have done everything right, you would have got a 5 star, maybe a 4 star, right? You give me a date, I expect that. Just like if you tell me you're a friend, I expect you to be a friend. I'm just holding you accountable for the words that are coming out of your mouth. I feel like people in this world have got one thing and one thing only. You have one thing that you could offer people that most people can't do it, and that's your word. And if you don't have that, you're a piece of shit. That's all. People need to be held accountable for the shit that they say, the shit that they say they're going to do. And now I just got an email from, I guess, the owner of the company. It's amazing how that works, isn't it? That text message was unrelated. It's odd how that works. Oh, man. How much is that review worth to you? $5,000? Good. You get to keep your $5,000. You get to keep your chairs. Now, because you sold, you're going to make more money anyway, so it's okay. You're going to make at least $700 because I got those chairs on some type of sale that they did. So, and that was $49.85 or something, 40, and they're supposed to be $58 out the door. So they lost $800. So the way that they see it, the way that I'm seeing it for them, is that they get to keep the chairs and then sell them for the original price. Problem solved. You make $800 or whatever plus tax. I don't know. Well, you can't make the tax anyway. I mean, you make it right now. You just have to pay it back at the end of the year. It's like a loan from the government. That's basically what tax is, by the way. Do those reviews, man. The leverage, the power that you have behind those keys. We're not talking about keyboard warriors at this point. Have legitimate problems. Don't make shit up to get free shit. No, no. That's called integrity. Don't do that. Say what and say what if you read. Look, you can read my review. I mean, this is what happened. I'm not an idiot. Yeah. How do I get to this? How about this? Oh, oh, what is happening? Hold on. There you go. So the original person I spoke to, Courtney Angela, was an absolute treat. I was looking for two very specific chairs, a stressless swing office chair. Apparently they had one in stock and the other one was going to come from their New Jersey warehouse. I purchased the one they had in stock with the brown base and one with the black base. So one I should have received a week delivered to my door. At least that's what she told me. Now it's the 17th and it was supposed to be delivered tomorrow to my door. The shipping calls me today and tells me they made a mistake, won't be able to deliver it on the expected date of tomorrow. So what does that mean? I told them I'm going on vacation. I come back in August. We might be able to do it by then or something, she said. I lost interest at this point. I could have ordered it from Sweden and got it in a month's time. That's how I have all the other stressless chairs. Maybe 2 months. But it wouldn't be that far from when I'm coming back to begin with. I'm not sure what the store is like as a storefront. See how honest I am? I mean, this vacation part is stretching the truth. I'm bullshitting. I'm lying, but that's okay. You lied to me, so I'm lying back. I am not sure what the store is like as a storefront, but I can tell you that I'm very unhappy with the results of spending $5K and not getting what I paid for. I requested a refund. I'm not playing any funny games. Avoid buying something online from them they have in stock. As a business owner, I would have told my shipping company to turn back around and come pick up the chair that someone paid for. Unacceptable. And give myself a thumbs up just because people do that on their YouTube comments. So I don't want to keep beating a dead horse that I haven't ridden yet. I just think that if a company, anybody, is going to tell you they're going to do something, they should fucking do it. That's anybody, man. That's your friend. That's your garbage man. That's if you're not sure the words that are coming out of your mouth, if you can't do it, then probably don't do it. Don't say you're going to do something. If you're giving it doubt as it's leaving your mouth, take it back. It's like suck it back in and then think about it for a minute and then say it. I would rather be chairless and have my integrity and sleep better at night than have a chair where I lost my integrity and I can't sleep in it. I was talking the other day to a friend of mine. I'm trying not to like name names, but I was talking the other day to a friend of mine because there are people in here that don't know who that is. Those of you that do, then great. And I said, you're one of the most stubborn people I know. You're never willing to falter. Like you could say that that's a good thing, but I think that's a bad thing. You have to be able to open up your mind. You have to. And it's like if you were right down the street with the chairs, I'm probably I want to say no, but at that point, like you've now extended your hand out to unfuck what you did. The problem I have with that is it took me doing a 1-star review for you to do it.